Good morning. The bump and I say hello. I just got done with my morning run. Just thought I'd say hi, and I'm going to be recording some of my day just to kind of show how my day is broken up and how my time is managed a little bit. I had some questions on a recent video. Am I really part-time or am I full-time? And I just thought I'd show you guys through my day. Why don't I just show you, where my time is actually allocated. So right now it's a little bit after 7. I'm going to finish my shipping really quick, get the kids ready for school, and start my day. Grammy, what do you think of your smoothie? What did you just say? It what?
It looks gross, but it actually is very good.
Oh, good. I'm just making some quick French toast because I'm feeling extra today. And what did you do? You get ready for school?
French toast!
Yes.
Yay!
And I did get shipping done. It just took me about 9 minutes. Not a lot of shipping today, 5 packages, but I got it done. Someone was sleepy today. Ooh, this looks good. Mommy's making Tuesday a special occasion. Okay, it's about 10 o'clock now, so I took the time. The kids go to school around 9-ish. I took that time to get ready, get dressed. That's actually like an extra step. I actually don't usually get ready to this degree, but I was like, well, I'm gonna be filming, I might as well not look so crazy. So I got the kids off, have a load of laundry that I folded, tidied up the house a little bit, and got ready. So that's where that time was spent. Now I'm going to be listing all of this, and oh gosh. So I have time to clean. I think I'm going to take the extra time today after I get my listings done, after I get an Amazon shipment out, a quick one, just probably 1 box. I think I'll spend the rest of the afternoon tidying my office because it's just a little bit out of control. So I'll follow up with that, but I will be using my Toggle app. Like I mentioned, I use an app called Toggle to track my time, and I will track my photographing and then my listing, and we'll see how fast I can do it. I think I'll get through it pretty quickly, but we'll see. Okay, so that took me 25 minutes to photograph 25 things, and they're all right here. I still have to put them away. I still have to list them. So I'm gonna actually tackle that now and time myself with how long it'll take to list them. I think what I might do is list 15 today, schedule 10 for tomorrow, and I know I'll be editing this video tomorrow, so that'll free me up with a little bit of extra time to do that. And I also have quite a bit of stuff to get to Amazon, so then it'll free me up a little bit tomorrow to get focused on that. I am a little backed up with listing though. I don't know, I think I'll just decide and see what's gonna fit best for me. But regardless, I am going to list these 25 things, and I am going to time myself with how long it takes to list. Whether I schedule them or not, the time is exactly the same. So let's see how I do. Again, I use this really handy app called Toggle, and I'm able to just check in, clock out with each task, and it's really nice. I am done. It's about noon. I've been tracking my time. Okay, so I'm all done, and here's how my time has added up so far. I went ahead and I listed the rest of those things. My time was broken up on here because my husband came in and had urgent announcements about Bitcoin, so that was great. 20 items was 30 minutes, about 30 minutes, 30 minutes and 33 seconds, and then we'll round up here. Listing 9 items was 17 minutes, which shouldn't have taken so long. It took me a little longer because a lot of these items I was looking up style names. I think that's one of the biggest hangups that I have, is looking up the style name and checking comps. I wish that I just like had the encyclopedic knowledge to know everything, and a lot of times I know very, very clearly, okay, this top, I'm just learning some new categories, I guess, and I don't want to underprice some of these things because a lot of them are new. So that was probably the one thing that held me up, but still not bad. But I've noticed this, as my knowledge base grows and as I learn more, I'm having to look things up less and less. So I still think that's pretty fast. 29 items in less than an hour is great. Usually, yeah, I'm like anywhere from 30 to 40 an hour. I think I got a little off track with how many items I was photographing. I photographed 25 items, but I had a couple duplicates in there. So that is why my number's a little bit off here, because I showed that I listed 29 items. I think, again, that's duplicates. That's including duplicates. So, and that's multi-quantity. So I don't know if that's fair that I count that, but I do. So far today, I have 25 items listed on eBay. I've gotten all my shipping done, and I've spent roughly an hour and a half on work with some minor interruptions. That's me directly working. If I'm interrupted or I have to pull out laundry or something, I do pause it and stop and do that. So I don't know if that like counts, but it's interesting what happens when you start to track your time. Like, it's really not that bad. The amount of time that I'm spending listing and getting things together and organizing. Of course, I do have to put this stuff away. Pretty incredible how much this motivates me to work quickly. So I think it's now noon, like I said. I've tidied up the house. I've got lunch coming. I've been spoiling myself lately, you guys, and getting lunch often in the week, and I'm pregnant, so I deserve it. That's what I'm telling myself. In the meantime, I am going to put this stuff away while I'm waiting. I have an Amazon box that I can send out, so I'm going to work on that as well. I use software called Inventory Lab, and I have a video all about that actually that you can look at. I'll tag it here. Generally, I found that filling up a small box takes me about a half hour, maybe 40 minutes. So I'm hoping that I can get that accomplished relatively quickly this afternoon, but we'll see. I think one of the hardest things, the biggest hurdles, is finding inventory, and that can take a lot of time. So if I'm working hour and a half a day, a little bit longer if I have more shipping or here and there, this is with me really focusing. Sometimes I get distracted, as you guys know, and I hop on social media and I get distracted. So I would say sourcing is probably the hardest part of any of this. Listing is pretty straightforward and easy. Shipping is pretty straightforward and easy. Inventory is pretty easy. It's the finding things that takes the time and the knowledge and the experience to then do a little bit better. So anyway, okay, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna get this stuff away. I'm gonna take a break for lunch, and then I'm going to try to get an Amazon box together. I think I've said this earlier, I do make time for a nap pretty much every single day because I'm pregnant, and while I can, I might as well, right? While I can sleep, I know better now. An hour and a half for all this work, it's really not bad. All right, I just tracked my time with putting away all of that inventory that I just listed, and it took me about 7.5 minutes. I hung up most of it and put it in the closet. That's what I do with like large jackets, and I had quite a few of those. And the rest I will pull out a bin, and I showed this before in some of the List With Me videos I do. Pull out a bin that's looking kind of empty, and I go back into eBay, search up that item in my listings, and then I'll put the SKU number in there, which will be just the bin number that I have back there. Did I eat lunch? Yes. Was delicious. Did I take a nap? Yes, and it was amazing. So now I have just a little bit more time to get a quick box to Amazon ready to go, or if not completely ready, prepared for shipment. Sometimes when you're preparing things for Amazon and you're getting all of your inventory together, they will split that shipment up into several shipments and send them to different warehouses, and it can be kind of frustrating because you're working on a box and they're now split up and going different places. But that's okay. That is like the one hiccup, unless you use something called Inventory Placement Service, which is a service within Amazon. The downsides of using that is it does cost a little bit of money per listing, and it takes more time for that item to go live because it's being sent all to one warehouse and then they separate it out themselves. So I prefer to just do it myself. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do at least one box and time myself again. See how fast I can go. It's about 3 o'clock, so I mean, this will be pretty much my last task of the day. And as you guys can see, like, I really haven't even like, that's like kind of the sad thing. I have not even utilized the day in the best way possible. This is even showing me that there's so much more that I could do that I'm not doing. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tackle that and get back to you guys. Okay, I think I'm done with that. I filled up this box behind me. I need to put everything in there and see if this will even all go to the same place. I processed a bunch of stuff for Amazon, and my total net profit according to Inventory Lab, if it sells for this price, is around $300, which isn't bad for about 39 minutes, which is how long I worked on this. This can definitely go even faster if, like, I was having some technical difficulties with my printer. It was like taking forever just to print off. I think I need to like unplug it and plug it back in. Anyway, it's taking a little while to print things off, but I think, yeah, I'm ready to process that batch, and then that will be done and ready to drop off to UPS. So I will check back in just a second. It's the end of the day. I'm so tired. This is why I really like doing things in the morning if I can, because by the end of the day I am beat. I'm extremely happy with what I got done today. I got an FBA shipment. I've been filming a YouTube video. Like, I really tackled all 3 of my big things that I'm trying to juggle here. I've got eBay listings. I had actually a lot more than I usually do. I did 25 today, and I mean, not including multiples. Lately I've been doing 10 to 15 a day, so it's more than I usually do. And then if I do work at night, it's mostly just to work on stuff for Amazon for the future. I was at a conference once and they talked about making sure you schedule time for creativity and planning ahead and brainstorming ideas, and don't just get stuck in the day-to-day grind. So if I am working at night and I haven't done my listings yet, that's a really good time to do that. So tonight though, I am extremely beat. I don't think that I will be doing that this evening. My kids had martial arts. So like once the kids get out of school, we are doing homework and reading and piano lessons, and then martial arts on, you know, a couple days a week. So then we do dinner and, you know, life just gets crazy. So I'm really glad that I got all my work done in the morning. Okay, what does that bring my grand total to? I remember how I mentioned I was gonna like maybe clean my office. That didn't happen today. It could happen another day. Okay, so Toggle says, I spent 2 hours and 10 minutes working, just about. I mean, there might have been times throughout the day where I was accepting offers or answering questions. I think maybe we can just add on an extra half hour to that time if we want to, just to, I don't know, as a buffer. That brings it to a little over 2.5 hours of work. And today was a little bit of a slower day as far as shipping. You know, it might be, Mondays especially are really busy because I'm shipping a lot of stuff. Today I only had 5 packages, so it really wasn't a ton, which is, I think, super normal, by the way. I think things ebb and flow, especially as I'm getting back into a listing groove. Like sometimes eBay, I swear, if I've listed a ton in the last couple days, it almost like glitches where there's a couple days of slow sales and then it really picks up. I don't know if that's just me. Anyway, 2.5 hours of work. And if we want to multiply that by, and again, I did more than I usually do for eBay. I mean, we can multiply that by a week, right? That's 12.5 hours. If I were to do this every single day, and like I said, I don't always, and that includes Amazon as well, which I don't really include in my eBay time, but that's 12.5 hours. If you want to throw in sourcing or going out to source, I guess we could add an extra 3 hours for that. My peak garage sale times or thrift store times are, you know, 3 to 4 hours. I don't go much longer than that. So I guess to be generous, we could go up to 16 hours. So the whole point of this video was to kind of go over that I generally spend 12 to 15 hours a week on eBay, which is true. And if you count Amazon, you can add an extra couple of hours in there. That brings up to about 17. But then we throw in YouTube, and I was able to film today. That'll take me another couple hours, but that's an extra 4 to 6 hours there. So eBay alone, 12 to 15. I think we can pretty much confirm that, unless I'm really heavily sourcing or having a really dry sourcing week and it's taking me longer to find stuff. Amazon, you can add another 2 to 6 hours. So what am I up to? A little over 20 hours a week. YouTube, you can add another, if I'm doing 2 videos a week, up to 30. I'd say 30 hours total for the week is actually like a stretch. I don't do that super often, as you guys know. I can be inconsistent with YouTube and maybe do 1 a week. So I think actually that's my historical average with YouTube is 1 a week. Just to get these numbers out there, if anything, for me, this has been incredibly enlightening just to share with you guys, because I'm seeing where I still waste time. I still had a nice long siesta this afternoon where I ate lunch and I hung out with my husband for a little bit and then played with the kids this afternoon. I mean, that's why I'll just like, I mean, if it's okay that I go on a tangent, I know this has probably been kind of a boring video. I haven't really shown you like montages of my process. This is where I love doing what I do, and I think it's so important for me to own my time. I got so frustrated working at a 9 to 5, and I worked at a corporate job for a few years. I worked at a school before that, which is really meaningful work, but you're there and you're a slave to the clock, right? I'll use my corporate job as more of a reference to this, but I was there chained to the job from 8 to 5 every single day, and I had an hour for lunch, but I usually worked through lunch anyway. There were a lot of wasted hours in the day because you're sitting at a cubicle at a desk waiting for emails to come in, waiting for calls, waiting for schedules to be uploaded, and you have to just be there. And the option to work from home wasn't really available yet. That was available later for me, and I'll maybe tell that story later. For that time, like, I had to sit in front of the computer from 8 to 5. and it wasn't my most productive time. And so what's awesome about this job is you guys saw firsthand, if I organize my day and just really plan ahead and get after it, I can really squeeze in a lot of work into 2.5, 3 hours. It's paying me better than the 8 to 5 ever did. 100% it is. In fact, I'm making probably double or now 2.5 times what I made at that 8 to 5 corporate job. And this was in the Bay Area, so it wasn't a shabby corporate job. It was nice, but it really, you just sit, that is a huge chunk of my day. And do I have the option to have lunch with my husband or take a little nap or hang out with my kids as soon as they come home? No, that is not an option when you're working in an 8 to 5. I really don't want to disparage corporate jobs because my husband has one and it's been incredibly stable for us, provided us a lot of security. I'm so grateful for it. I just don't think it's for everybody. And I also think it's really cool that it's especially not for me. I guess that's like what I'm trying to say. It is so not for me and my personality. I love cramming in as much productivity as I can in a short amount of time and seeing my progress grow from there. Please keep in mind, however, this I also want to reiterate, it has taken me 5 years to get here. So I have been doing this for 5 years now, and 2 of those years I did not pay myself 1 penny. So please keep that in mind. I worked and worked and did not pay myself at all. I was building a foundation. Then I started to pay myself a little bit, and then I started to pay myself more as I got better at it and got used to it. So it takes time to learn, it takes time to get into your groove. It's not a one-size-fits-all, immediate, instant gratification type of thing, but I'm really grateful that I did lay the groundwork and I laid the foundation when I did, because now I get to reap the rewards of that, and it's so awesome. It's not for everybody, but it has been the biggest blessing in my life to own my time. And as I've been able to film today, I have a video all ready to edit tomorrow. Again, I'm so excited for what the future holds with my business. I'm getting better and better at it every single week, every month. I just wouldn't have those options if I was still at a corporate job or still I guess, accountable to a boss or a superior. That does not vibe with me very well. I don't know if I can ever go back. I don't think I ever would. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope any of this was enlightening, helpful, insightful in some small way. I'm sure I might still get comments saying, you work more than you say. I really don't. I'm being really upfront. I did track my time. I have gotten really fast at listing. I mean, if you have any questions, I've shown a very efficient listing process in other videos that I'll link here, where I go over listing and photographing and exactly how I do it. But yeah, this is my day. Maybe every now and then I'll check back in with you guys and I'll let you know how my progress is going with my day and organizing my time. Please leave your comments down below. Tell me how your day is structured. Tell me what hurdles you overcome or what things you have found that give you consistency in your day and have helped your business grow. Have you also grown your business over time to where things used to take you longer and now you're faster at them and getting better at it? Please let me know. I love to hear your feedback. Thanks again, you guys. Thanks for joining me. I hope this video wasn't too all over the place. You guys are awesome. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps my channel out. And yeah, take care, you guys, and I will catch you next time.